Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Unboxed here at the VaporDNA studios. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Wismec Sinuous V200 Starter Kit. Roll the clip. Alright guys, so taking a look at the Wismec Sinuous V200 Starter Kit. This device is going to be made out of a polycarbonate. So what that is the type of plastic that is able to take a beating in a sense, and is kind of like a tough, hard plastic. Even the frame or the chassis of the device is made out of a polycarbonate itself, which is cool. It's cool to see. There definitely is a trend of devices nowadays coming out with more polycarbonate bodies or overall lightweight materials. So this device itself is very lightweight, I would say. Without the batteries inside, it is definitely a very light mod. So the device itself has a wattage output of 1 to 200 watts, a resistance range of 0.05 to 3.5 ohms. It also has temperature control. So the temperature control range is 200 to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. You also have Ni200, stainless steel, titanium, and TCR options. Going over to the front of the device, we've got a nice big clicky fire button here up at the front, the 0.91 inch OLED display, as well as wattage up and down buttons. And finally, your micro USB port for charging and upgrades. So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to make out the screen here, but we've got 2 battery life indicators. So it's going to tell you the battery life of each battery individually, which is really nice. You got a nice big display with your wattage, nice and big there, so it's easy to see the screen. Moving on to the side panel of the device, you can see we've got a polycarbonate panel, which is really, it's like this honeycomb type of effect or design, which is really cool, with the Wismec logo right there. Spin that around. It takes 2 18650 batteries, which are sold separately. It's got a little pull tab right here so that you can remove the batteries real easy. And then the panel is held in by magnets and just clicks into place like that. The fit and finish of the device overall is actually really nice. There's no gaps, there's no moving back and forth, so I really like that. So I mentioned the USB port earlier. The USB port does 2 amps of charging max, so it is going to charge rather quickly. You can also upgrade the device through this USB port. Going over the dimensions of the device itself, we've got 88.8 millimeters tall, 53.2 millimeters wide, and 25 millimeters in depth. This is the Amor NSE sub-ohm tank. It's 25 millimeters in diameter. It's also made out of a polycarbonate and a stainless steel. The tank itself holds 3 mils of juice capacity. So going down to the airflow on this tank, it's going to have a 12 millimeter by 2 millimeter adjustable air slot. So you can see I have that wide open right there, but I can also turn it down, and then it reveals these 2 1 millimeter air holes so that you can have a mouth to lung type feel. To be completely honest with you, in my opinion, this is a very restricted direct lung. It is not a true mouth to lung, but you can get that vibe, and kind of, even if you put it down to one hole, I would say it's a loose mouth to lung, but it definitely does the trick. The Amor NSE tank uses the Wismec WS coil family, so you get 2 of these coils inside this kit. The first coil is the WSM coil, which is a 0.27 ohm mesh coil with a recommended range of 30 to 60 watts. That's the coil that came installed in the tank itself. I really do like this coil. I've been vaping on it for a little while now. The flavor is actually really good. I don't get any spit back, and the draw is really nice. The second coil you're going to get in the bottom of the box is the WS04 MTL coil. Thank you, Vape. And that looks like this. So this coil is 1.3 ohms. It's got a ceramic wicking element, and it's 8 to 14 watts of recommended wattage. Going up to the drip tip here, we got a 9mm wide bore 510 drip tip. All in all, I would say that this tank goes really well with the Wismec Sinuous V200. Alright guys, so let's take a look at what comes with the Wismec Sinuous V200 Starter Kit. So firstly, you've got a micro USB charging and upgrade cable. You got a bag of spare O-rings for the tank itself, the WS04 MTL coil, of course the Amor NSE sub-ohm tank, and of course the Wismec Sinuous V200 mod. Alright guys, so taking a look at the Wismec Sinuous V200 Starter Kit, I actually really like this device. When I took it out of the box, my first impressions were that it was super light, and that kind of threw me off, especially without batteries in it. Because it's made out of a polycarbonate, the device itself is going to feel extremely light. However, with batteries in the device, I'd say that it does have a better weight to it, and I think overall it's pretty damn good. One thing that I really like about it is the tank and the coils that come with the tank. I've been vaping on the direct lung or the mesh coil for a little while now, and I really like the flavor, the hit, and just overall the vape that I'm getting off this tank. There's no spit back, there's a consistent draw that isn't loud or whistly, and the flavor I'm getting off it is, you know, up there with the better sub-ohm tanks that we have out nowadays. I do like the look of the device overall. I like how they have the black chassis with the different colored panels. I think it's a good look. Additionally, I really like how you can easily adjust the airflow on the device while the tank is screwed on. You don't have to unscrew off the tank to adjust the airflow. Additionally, I also like how they've given you both a large air slot for, you know, super direct lung vaping, as well as the different the two mouth to lung holes. Now, if you are someone who's been vaping for a very long time, you remember back in the day when mouth to lung was just the only way people vaped. And I would, you know, going off of that experience, I would say that this is not a true mouth to lung. They're two 1mm holes, so even with going down to the single 1mm hole, it doesn't really feel like a true mouth to lung. It would probably be referred to nowadays as a loose mouth to lung, but I would say it's a, you know, very restricted direct lung. But I do like that they give you those options, so you can really fine tune the way that you want to vape this tank. Overall, I would say that the device is a win. You know, I think that Wismec has brought out a good looking device that is definitely different from all the other Wismec devices that we've been getting for the past couple of years. Seeing them bring out just a dual battery box mod that kind of has more of a classic shape is something that's not Wismec style, and it kind of brings back a callback to, you know, the earlier type of mods, and I really like the way it looks, the feel of it. The polycarbonate doesn't throw me off at all. It still has a good enough weight to it, so I would say that this is a good starter kit for somebody that wants to try out sub-ohm vaping and still have the option of doing like a mouth to lung style. Alright guys, so if you liked the video, go ahead and smash that like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe to see all the other content that we're going to be bringing out in the future. And of course, drop a comment in the comment section below. We want to hear from you guys what you think about the unboxing, what you want to see us unbox in the future. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you guys can be notified as soon as we drop another unboxing. We appreciate your time. Thank you for the view, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.